Crunchyroll, you guys killed it with this show, and man, I can't wait to talk about this and review it, so stay tuned everybody. Hey everyone, how you doing today, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the hit anime Tower of God, which is the new Crunchyroll original, which is based off a webtoon, which is essentially a Korean manga. Okay, so they call it manhwa, right? And what it is instead of the black and white manga, it's colored, and it's like in the phone format, so you just scroll and you keep on reading, and it's pretty cool. So I'd advise you to go read some. Actually, I've only read a couple, but they're pretty good. So this video is going to be split into two parts. I'm going to be doing a spoiler section and a non-spoiler section. So the first part will be non-spoilers, obviously. So halfway through the video I'll be giving information about spoiler here, spoiler there, so don't worry, you won't be spoiled if you don't want to be spoiled. Because of Crunchyroll's new initiative with webtoon in order to make anime based off manhwa, which is a really smart idea, they got this anime Tower of God, and I'm really glad they did, because this is a really good anime and the source material is even better. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. So Tower of God is a manhwa made by this artist called SIU, or Slave in Utero, I believe that's how you say it. And what this manhwa or anime is about is that there's this boy and called Bam, him, and there's this girl called Rachel, right? Rachel wants to climb up this tower so badly, and she leaves Bam to go and do it, but Bam chases after her and follows her into this tower. Now, when they get into the tower, they get separated, and Bam's whole purpose of being in the tower, or being in the show of Tower of God, is to climb up this tower to find Rachel and, you know, figure out why she left him. That's the premise of Tower of God. From that premise alone, it might turn you off from watching this anime, but please watch it, because it's actually really good. And trust me, that premise is a small fraction of what Tower of God is really about. So this tower is like a humongous world, and they have these things called floors, and each floor is a world contained inside that humongous world, and in order to progress to the next floor you have to do these things called tests. So in a sense that this is kind of like a Hunter type anime. What I love about this anime is it's really mysterious. Well, I've read the manhwa, let me not lie to you, but when I read it and watched it, I'll say that the mystery is really cool. You don't know what to expect in the next floor and the next level. The powers are so unique and they're so different from what you see from a stereotypical anime that it's really intriguing as a premise and the world. And that's what I love a lot about this source material, is that its world building is immaculate. But I don't think you'll see it that much this season, but you'll get what I mean in the future. But anyway, back to season 1 review. In terms of characters, I really like all of these characters, except her, except him. I'll explain why. Now, he's the main character, and to be honest with you, he's actually a pretty cool, okay, maybe not cool, he's a good main character, right? But my problem with him was the whole following Rachel and must be after Rachel type ordeal. Like, that's really outdated. But to be fair on Bam, I prefer him in the anime than I did in the manhwa in the beginning, and in the future he does become a lot better, way better. So I can't really fault him for that, especially how she took care of him, and she's the only person he's ever met in his life. So I guess that could be a form of imprinting, like she's the mother figure, she's the friend, she's everything to him. So I get why he's so enthralled with her. I just wish it wasn't so irritating, but it is what it is. Like he will get more personality. Like, it's just something he has to grow, I guess. Her, I just don't trust her. Like, I just never trusted her from episode 1, because why would you leave him, like your friend, your very close friend, who you know has nobody else but you, leave him alone to go and pursue your own dreams? Like, that's really selfish to me. So from the get-go, I'm just like, I don't like you, man. And the fact that he's doing all this for her and she's useless, bro, I don't like her, man. So Kun Aguero Agnes, he seems like he transferred from Manchester City into the Tower of God anime on a fee of like £38 million, so it was pretty interesting. But anyway, jokes aside, Kun Aguero is the best person or character in this whole anime. He's kind of like Killua. So the relationship is kind of like Killua and Gon in the fact that he is really good friends with him and he really wants to pursue his ambition. So I really love that between them. Also, he's a G, he's awesome, and she's also cool, so this is Kun, Rak, Endorsi, and Yuri Jihad. They're all awesome. Any girl that has the last name Jihad is instantly a fan favorite because they're pretty powerful women. So this series has powerful women, and you know a lot of anime usually don't, but lately they've started to get more anime with powerful women, but this one does that in spades. There are other characters that are really cool that aren't on this picture, and I like them too, like Anak and Shibitsu and Hats, that's his name, Hats. So they're also awesome, and there's way more. I mean, there's Hwayu and there's so many more. So to get to the point at hand, this show has a lot of cool characters, and you'll end up finding one that you really love. Music is top tier. Like the person who did the music, Kevin Penkin, right? He did the music for Made in Abyss, and Made in Abyss has some of the best soundtracks ever, and it's flipping incredible. So if you have to see this for anything, you have to see this for the music. Also, the fights are pretty cool, and I guess there's a debate about the animation. A lot of people think that the animation is either bad or really cool, and I'm one of the people that thinks it's really cool because I could see what Telecom, who did the animation for this anime, were doing with this anime, and the fact that they wanted to have their own unique style and their own unique flair with this source material. So I get it, right? Another thing I want to state is that the ending song and the opening song are done by this Korean band or K-pop band called Stray Dogs, and wow, the opening and the ending are really good, even though I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand them, but the opening especially, Stray Dogs did them in 3 different languages from what I know, which is Korean, Japanese, and English. So I gotta give them credit here. Like, you guys killed it with that. Like, it's a pretty banging opening as well. Also, I've watched a little bit of the English dub, and the dub's pretty good so far. Even though they pronounce BAM like bomb, don't know why. When you have Johnny Young Batch, who did Ichigo and Bleach, doing the main character as Bam, already that's a step up in terms of Bam's character. So yeah, well done for that, Crunchy. Overall though, I really think that this is a really good anime. Like, Crunchyroll really knocked it out of the park with this one. They're killing it with the fact that they're trying to expand their horizons, and this was a really good anime to start with a huge fan base, and it's pretty shonen-esque. So they already got a big anime under their belt, and they did it really well. I'm really happy that we're seeing a really good adaptation of this, because I feel like this has potential to be one of the biggest animes ever, especially with the way the source material goes, because this is nothing compared to the rest of the show. Nothing. Like, this is a small portion of what the rest of it is, so I'm really excited to see how it goes. Overall, Tower of God Season 1, I'm gonna give this an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. I'm going to be doing a spoiler section as well in this video, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you for watching again, and please watch Tower of God, and have a great day. Okay, spoiler warning for anybody who wants to watch Tower of God or who is not up to date with the anime, not the manhwa. The manhwa, I won't be spoiling that, I won't talk about that, but I'm mainly going to be talking about this. And I'm going to be talking, well, okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about the manhwa, but in terms of what they missed in Season 1, I'm not going to talk about anything further than Season 1. So you've been warned, spoiler warning. Anyway, alright, cool. First things first. This girl's a bitch. I don't know what other word I could use to describe her other than the word bitch, but I think that's the most appropriate word for the word bitch. Maybe we need a harsher word, but like, you know, I don't want to swear like that, so bitch will just be nice enough for her. Man, I hate this girl. Oh, I hate her so much. I didn't think that Melty, right, who is from Shield Hero, could be topped in terms of bitchiness, but man, Rachel, boy, she's on her level. She's legit like the Cersei of Tower of God. Just as useless too. Like, it's just so annoying. Like, ugh, why are you here? No, but in all seriousness, no, like, SIU did a really good job of making a hateable character like Rachel, because fam, like, she's so selfish, and the fact that she was willing and able to kill Bam, who she's taken care of for years, she's known for years, and she was able to kill him pretty calmly and was laughing about it, boy, nah man, there's a special place in hell reserved for her. All right, let me get to other spoilers. Let's not waste time on that piece of trash. Now, these characters, some of their interactions and some of the things that is meant to happen in the anime didn't happen because they've been, how to explain it, the adaptation didn't adapt most of the manhwa, and that was my issue. Like, for example, Batman and Dorsey is meant to have a pretty good relationship because she trains him for a bit and then she starts to like him, but that was not in the adaptation, so it just seems like, why doesn't Dorsey care about Bam? Does that make sense? Also, there's some character moments that really elevate a lot of the development with some of the characters, and the fact that it's not adapted is kind of annoying as well. I mean, I get why. I mean, it was 13 episodes, but it's a little bit, what's the word, lacking, if that makes sense. And I feel like this would have been better if it was at least like 20 or maybe even 18 episodes long, and I don't see why they didn't just do that. And what I hope with season 2 and onwards is that they make this at least 26 episodes long, and they don't adapt the whole of the season in terms of what the manhwa season is. I hope that with season 2, the manhwa of season 2, right? Oh, sorry, no, the season 2 manhwa. So basically it's a hell of a lot of chapters, right? So that thing, I hope that is adapted to 3 seasons of anime of Tower of God, because I feel like if you just rush it, you're gonna miss so many details. So there's a big character, right? A very big character who's like probably one of, if not the strongest person in Tower of God, who is meant to be introduced in like season 1, or talked about at least in season 1. He doesn't get mentioned in this anime. He doesn't. And at least they mentioned Eric Mazino, and he's a G, by the way, and I'm happy that they're mentioning some of the characters a bit earlier, like the Princesses of Jihad. Like, a lot of those you don't see for a while, so they introduced them pretty damn early. But man, with that comes the shortcomings as well of not getting all that meaty goodness of the manhwa. So I would advise people that if you want the full in-depth version of this season, I'd read the manhwa as well. Even though the anime did a flipping good job, don't get it twisted, but like, missing details is really annoying. Some of the details that they skipped, I guess, are redundant, like you don't need to know about them now. But like, I feel like some of them, they're pretty, like, at least not crucial, but at least really nice for the characters, you know what I mean? Like, it's really helpful. I love the animation in this anime, and some people might complain and say, I don't know about this animation, but the fights, I hope, improve drastically, because in the future seasons the fights are going to be insane, and the fights look cool, don't get it twisted, they look really well animated too at times, but I need them to have that flashy pop nature, if that makes sense. Other than when Bam used Shinsu for the first time, I didn't see anything like properly pop like that. Okay, granted, Adak's ignition weapon as well, the green apple, was also flashy, but like, fights really start to slap in the future arcs of Tower of God, so I need that to be animated to a crisp. I don't really have that much to talk about in the spoiler section because I've read it and I don't want to like accidentally spoil it, but in all honesty, I just want to say she's horrible, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So hope you enjoyed this spoiler section, which was really brief. Okay. What do you guys want to see in the future of Tower of God? Now, they're cool characters that are going to come in, like Eric Mazino is one of them. You're going to see these characters better, like elevated and grown and better, stronger as well. In the final episode, that picture, I don't want to spoil it just in case you don't want to know, but that picture, the guy at the final bit of the episode is a very important character, and he is pretty damn strong. That's all I'm gonna say. Pretty damn strong. Like, this is when Tower of God like really turns into Tower of God, you know? This is like a small fraction of the overall story. That point is where it's really gonna turn into Tower of God. Also, you're gonna find out more about what Bam is gonna be doing like for the future of the series, and you're gonna really like it. I hope you guys will really enjoy it, especially how he takes like the whole world of Tower of God. Like, the world of Tower of God is gonna explode in the next season. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching all the way to here, actually, and subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you soon. All right, see ya.